Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Alton West. Today I have on two great guests that we're talking about tour adventures and also some holiday cooking. So you want to stay around for that. But before we get started with the show today, let me just remind everyone that Coats for Kids, that is sponsored by the LaGrange Kiwanis Club, is taking place. So by all means, drop off a coat in the boxes around the City of LaGrange, and they will be taken down to Idea Cleaner, where they will be cleaned and distributed to needy individuals. So let's remember those during this holiday season, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, come back. We'll be starting the show in just a moment. Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have a guest on, Dr. James Fleming, who is from the Explorations and Antiquity Center. Dr. James, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Nice to be with you.
Well, it's a pleasure to sit down with you, and I'm going to tell you, I've had an opportunity to come out to visit the center on a couple of occasions, and it's just a fascinating facility that you all have there. But before we get started talking about the facility, let's talk a little bit about Dr. James Fleming. I know that you're not native to LaGrange.
Right.
Talk about your background and where you're from.
I had the privilege of doing my graduate work in Jerusalem, Israel. And I ended up with majoring in archaeology and what's called historical geography, why things happen where they happen. And we started a museum there, and but in 2005, because there were several years of lack of tourism, we had to close it down. We just couldn't pay our lease to the landlord. And so looking around the U.S., we went, well, maybe, you know, the Bible Belt generally, perhaps the greater Atlanta area would be good. So we asked around with, are there foundations that might be able to help us? Because, you know, no museum can charge what it costs in order to keep open. Actually, our entrance fees only cover about a quarter of our expenses. But we found that the Callaway Foundation encouraged us. They said, if you would build your new Explorations and Antiquity Center in LaGrange, we'll be willing to try to help you with our grant system. So that's why we chose LaGrange.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? The Callaway Foundation has been around for a long time and have always been a great benefactor here to this community, you know, education,
well, we
religious
couldn't
institutions.
have moved here without their encouragement.
Well, very good. We're very happy to have you all here. Now, for someone that has never been to the center, first of all, tell us where you all are located.
Okay. We're 130 Gordon Commercial. So it's between the hospital and the airport. This Gordon Commercial Drive is there.
Okay.
And just off Lucan Industrial.
Okay.
And what it was an old daycare center that had been abandoned a few years. So we were able to purchase that and buy some lots next door for parking and remodel it. And we modeled 2005 till July 2006, we started open our doors for our first groups.
Well, very good. And like I said, I've been there a couple of times. Now, let's say for somebody that has never been there, you just told us where you're located. What are some of the things that they can actually get involved with when they come to the center?
Yes. We welcome individuals and groups. We have special activities. If you're in a group of more than 10, we have our trained guides who will take the group through. But we have a wonderful 32-page booklet for the individual who comes, so they can still get a lot out of it. What it is reconstructions, full-scale replicas of things from daily life 3,000 years ago in ancient Israel. Oh. And everything that we have done is based on an actual archaeological discovery in that land. I had the privilege for 34 years of living in Jerusalem and helped organize a number of archaeological digs that dug down through, you know, people's garbage long ago, and they found stuff and got down to a strata, let's say, from the time of the New Testament or the Old Testament. Many of those discoveries ended up in the museum, and they're behind glass, but we thought it'd be nice to have replicas where you can actually touch them and climb on them. And so it's much more of an interactive experience.
Okay, very good. And I noted, you know, you talking about digging, you know, down to and finding things. I noted one part of the one replica there at the center is an archaeological dig where kids can get in and actually dig down. Talk about that a little bit.
Almost everything in our museum is a replica built based on an actual discovery. But for kids' digs, we call it, which are 4 archaeological trenches, we actually built what was found and then covered it up with sand, but seeded it with real artifacts. It sounds funny that you would put real artifacts in the kids' dig area, course, we can't let them keep them.
Right.
But we want to see their eyes when they touch something that's 2,000-3,000 years old, to appreciate something that's old and not just new. One of the highlights, I would say perhaps even our best reference, was a little kid, when he left, said, "That was more fun than PlayStation 3.
Oh my goodness.
Is that
was
a good reference? Or
absolutely,
what?
absolutely.
But anyway, we have prehistory one down to a dinosaur pit for preschoolers. But then we have 3 other digs that are more and more complicated: a 1-period site, a 2-period site, a 3-period site. So it's okay up through junior high school for them to find things. And we want the museum to be good for all ages.
Very good.
But that's the kids' digs area.
Very good. You know, and again, one of the other things that I witnessed while I was there was, and I think it was under construction at that time, was the Roman theater. Talk about that and how it has progressed.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we have built you might say, a stage with these archaeological replicas, like a large U, with the plan in the future of having in the center of the U a theater, so that not only the theater would have a literal stage in front of it, but beyond it is all these real replicas from the past that would expand the stage into the museum. So think of what you could do for future productions and things like that. We have been able to build only the bottom 7 rows of seats, but I'm happy to announce that I have a contractor starting this coming week now, in the first week of December, to be working on the remaining 8 rows. So it'll be a 15-row theater. It will be covered, which is good for all weather.
That's right.
And as of now, we don't have the bottom 7 rows covered. But our idea was, let's have a place where we could serve the community with special music and drama events. But we also will have every summer, for example, in July, we have the 11th Legion. It's some retired U.S. soldiers who got into Roman army stuff. And they come in full Roman military uniform. All day they're there. They do some drama for us as well. But they keep in character throughout the day. So they might go up to one of the museums and collar them and say, "Have you paid your taxes to Rome yet?" or something like that. Yes, sir, yes, sir. But it is just so much you can do, because see, it's outdoor. It's true. Even the replicas are covered, so that's okay in Georgia rain and sun.
That's right.
But the theater, when it's done, will help us have much larger groups. It will seat about 400.
Very good.
When we're done.
Very good. You know, you could come there and just spend an entire day or a couple of days there and perhaps not even see all of the things that are there, because I know that you were talking, there are about 36 replicas at the site.
We have an area, we opened that first in 2006, Life of the Shepherd, that has a small oasis with authentic bulrushes and palm trees and stuff. And then there's a well and watering troughs, a temporary sheepfold, a permanent sheepfold, and 2 goat hair tents that we got from the border with Jordan and Iraq and a Bedouin tribe. Beyond that is a cemetery, and we have examples of tombs from Old Testament, New Testament, and catacombs, underground burials from the Christian period. Then there's a huge area with 3 terraces for the life of the farmer, which includes not only kinds of trees from biblical times, but a functioning wine press, oil press, an aqueduct from a spring that turns a water wheel to grind grain.
Oh my.
And then we have a village. Now this month that village is going to become Bethlehem. And there's a town gate and the structures around the gate. But in the Easter season, it becomes Jerusalem. Oh, and we have follow the crosswalks, if people would like them. And then the theater being constructed now. I should add, the purpose of the theater is that under the top 8 rows will be an earthquake-proof, tornado-proof, climate-controlled gallery. And believe it or not, the government of Israel has approved us to have a permanent loan collection.
Oh.
And one of only 16 in the world, so little LaGrange, Georgia,
Little LaGrange,
will be getting this. Of course, for a not so strange reason. They want it to be finished and covered and
That's
locked
right.
doors. So that's what we're working on this year.
Well, very good. Now, you talked about a lot of things, and I know there's some things that are specific to the month of December that we
Yes.
want to talk about before our time expires here. Let's talk a little bit. You have the Night Under the Bethlehem Star and also Follow the Shepherd's Walk. Talk
Yes.
about those events for
So
us.
on weekends, Friday and Saturday nights, we have from 6 o'clock, the guide is dressed as a shepherd and does a walk to help understand the background of the Christmas story. So you'll see what a guest room was like in Bethlehem. There was no room there. You would then go to where you keep your sheep in a cave and see mangers, which are made out of stone, not wood. And then you'll go to a shepherd camp, and then you'll, we actually have made a 30-foot tall star high up above the cliff where the cave is. And so you'll have those walks. But then, in the middle of that time, from 7 to 7:45, there are actually sound and light shows with Christmas music,
Okay.
but authentic slides from ancient Bethlehem and Nazareth and Israel to make the music come alive. So those will be every night, and the walks will be before and after the show. So the one price includes both things,
Okay.
Friday and Saturday nights of
Okay.
December, including Christmas Eve, by the way.
Now, you say, now talk about the price for those tours.
Yes, it is $10 entrance, $7 for children, but you could stay all evening if you wanted, right? And we
Right.
have hot drinks for you, but we need to remind folks that you have to bring a jacket because
Right.
we're outdoors.
Out of
at
doors,
night.
right.
Yeah, so we'll feel like a winter Christmas too.
That's right. That's right. So that's starting December.
This weekend, actually,
Okay.
I think we're being showed after. It started last weekend.
Okay.
With the 5th and 6th, but each Friday and Saturday night. But we're open Tuesday through Saturday every day, and people could come in the day as well.
Okay. Well, very good. Well, Dr. Fleming, it's always a pleasure to sit down with you and just to see the things that you all have to offer there. And we definitely want to invite the public to come out and to, take advantage of all the things that are taking place there and get opportunity to sit and speak with you with the background knowledge that you have about all of the replicas there. I think it's just quite interesting. So we know that this month and the following months, hopefully the lines will just line up out into looking
well,
industrial.
we're ready to receive them.
That's right. All right. Well, Dr. Fleming, thank you very much
Sure.
for being here today.
Sure.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We'll be back for more City Week in just a moment. As we have entered into the holiday season and people enjoy family and friends and good food, we wanted to kind of show you a couple of dishes that would be easy to do and also real simple and quick. So none other than one of our own local chefs here in the area, I've asked Jeffrey Tucker of JWT Catering to come on and just kind of talk to us about some things that we could prepare quick, easy, and simple for our families. Jeffrey, I want to welcome you to the show.
Thank you, Alton.
Well, I think the last time that you and I were together, Jeffrey, we were out tailgating. We had a very good time there. I can remember the grilled pineapple and the apples and all the other wonderful ribs that you made for us. So I'm looking forward to what you're going to prepare for us here today.
Well, thank you. Today I'm going to prepare a turkey breast. Everybody's familiar with turkey during this time of year, fried turkey, baked turkey. And this time I'm going to do a turkey cutlet. I don't think a lot of people are familiar with turkey breast itself. You can take it and keep it simple and not slave over it all night.
Okay, I know so many times we go to the store, we buy it, we have to thaw it out and get it prepped and everything, pop it in the oven and bakes for 4 or 5 hours a little bit and set it down on the table and prepare it for the family. But you're going to show us something simple and quick to do today, correct?
Correct.
All right, very good. So let's just talk about what, of course, I know we're here in the studio. You got a couple of items. Just kind of explain what you have here on this table for us, Jeffrey.
Okay, what I have here, I have my seasoned flour here, and I have some oil, and I have a what we call a portable burner. It has a butane in it, and I also have my Teflon saute pans for that cutlet, and I also have some gravy here that I will be putting in with the turkey. Okay. This is the turkey that I have. I have it wrapped in plastic, but it's a turkey cutlet. What I did, I taken a cutlet of a breast of turkey and cut the breast up and pound it out a little bit. So it'd be almost like a veal scallopini or something like that, but it'll be turkey.
Okay, so basically this is just like the real turkey. I mean, the big turkey that we go and buy. You just kind of slice some of it off, and as you say, pounded it out, season it up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, very good. It looks good there, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
I know the aroma once it gets started to cooking here is going to really draw some attention to the area here.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. I mean, we got to display a lot of stuff here.
We're going to talk about what we got on. You know, I'm just standing here. I know it smells real good, so I know you're going to need a sampler pretty soon, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Good. So what are we going to do first here, Jeffrey?
Well, what I'm going to do is get my pan hot here.
All right.
Get it hot first.
Okay.
And then I put my oil in there and batter my turkey breast itself.
Okay.
In the seasoned flour here.
Now, what did you season your flour with there, Jeffrey? Any particular seasonings?
No, I kept it simple. The basic salt, pepper, and I take a little bit of Lowry season also, seasoning salt to it.
Okay.
I didn't want to overdo it with sage and all that because all the other seasonings are in the gravy.
Okay. All right. Very good. So it's just simple salt, pepper, and then a little Lowry seasoning salt. Okay.
Right.
Very good. All right.
All right. I'm going to take my oil, which is a blend of olive oil and margarine.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I use olive oil and margarine is so it won't burn.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people use straight margarine or butter, and that tends to burn. And then olive oil it's a good flavor, but you can enhance it by adding just a little bit of margarine.
Okay. Very good. All right. So you just poured it just enough just to cover the bottom of the pan there.
Just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. We're not fried.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people get
been
fried
saying,
and sauteed and mixed up.
That's right. We like to fry everything, don't
we? Yeah. And here I just take the turkey breast, batter it in a little flour, not a lot.
All right.
Like so. Shake the excess off.
Okay.
And then just place it in the pan. Like so.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it begin to simmer just a little bit.
Okay.
And once it comes golden brown around the edges there, then you want to give it at least 2 to 3 minutes on each side before it be done.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Yep.
So we just simple. It's something simple
Something
and
simple.
quick. You know, again, for like I said, if you don't have the big family that's coming in, maybe like I think we were saying, if you got 2 or 3, maybe even 4 family members that want to come in. So this is something that you can do quick and simple, correct?
Correct. This is something you can do quick and simple. And also those seniors that, you know, the kids are grown and you got an empty nest there. Or that family member that's everyone else is across the country and you can afford to go across the country all the time. So and you want traditional Thanksgiving stuff.
There we go.
Without buying that big old turkey.
Yeah.
And you could do it that way.
Because I think after we buy the big turkey, we have turkey dressing, turkey sandwiches,
yes,
turkey for about maybe 2 or 3 days later, right?
Right. There's a lot of recipes out there that you can do with turkey afterwards.
That's right.
Turkey salad, like you would do chicken salad.
Okay.
You know, put on a sandwich. Turkey soup, that's something you can freeze and bring back out later on.
Okay.
You know,
That's getting a beautiful coloration there.
Right.
Golden
As
brown.
you can see, the golden brownness of this turkey.
Wow.
And once you add the sauce to it, you would see the moisture get locked into it.
Okay, so you're just gonna take some of your sauce here and add it right over
into the pan.
Okay, all right. Oh man.
Yep.
So smothered turkey there, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah. What we call that deglazing the pan.
Okay.
With the sauce in the turkey in there, and it get that moisture locked in.
Right. Very good. That looks good.
Yep. Maybe I need to cut the flame down just a little bit.
All right. Okay, as you cut your flame down there and you watch that, let's talk about some of the, I guess, complimentary things that you would like to serve with that, Jeff, if you don't mind, because we have some things here.
We have here, I have the traditional dressing that we do. Every family does it, and I think it's a southern tradition, even some people in the north loves it.
That's right.
And I also have what we call yams, sweet potato yams. And what I've done, I bake the yams, I drain the juice off the yams. These are canned yams for affordability.
Okay.
And I tighten up the sauce with a little brown sugar and some cinnamon and nutmeg. So I have that flavor there, like a sweet potato.
It looks so good too.
Yeah. And I also have one of the classics, green bean
Oh,
casserole
that,
here.
oh man, that looks so good too.
Yes, and it also has the fried onions on top.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's what you see.
French's onion there.
Yeah, well, French's, you can make your own by
Oh, so these
battering
are
them up. Yes, I battered
Okay.
those and fried them this morning.
very good.
Yes.
I didn't mean to insult you there, Jeffrey, but
No, that's
I should have known the chef would do everything from its original form, right?
Right.
Oh.
And here, Alton, this is, I think, everybody in the world's favorite cranberry sauce.
Absolutely.
You can't have Thanksgiving without cranberry sauce.
That's right. I mean, it just puts that touch on it. I mean,
It
the
does.
dressing is delicious, I know by itself, but this just gives it that, as people say, that flavor, really.
It does.
Okay.
It does. I'm going to add the sauce to this now.
Okay.
And
And this is just your traditional, I guess, giblet sauce that we're adding here?
exactly.
Okay.
A traditional sauce here.
All right. And I see you got some red peppers in there, some
yes.
celery, and of course your turkey and all those other great things.
Yes, I have the celery, eggs, onion, salt, pepper,
Okay.
all those favorites.
Oh yeah.
As you can see, the sauce begin to break up.
Mm-hmm.
If you got mashed potatoes,
Uh-huh.
you put this over some
right.
mashed potatoes.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, I didn't bring any.
Then
mashed
bring it
potatoes.
in. That'll be the next one, okay?
Yes.
All right.
Well, we have to do this again for Christmas.
There we go. And you know, and as we talk about the holidays, these are things that could be served Thanksgiving or Christmas time. And again, you know, the traditional family meal, quick, easy, because a lot of time people want to spend time with the families, enjoying them as opposed to doing so much of the cooking and things of that nature. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct. I mean, you can only grill so much.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Well, boy, that really looks good there. And of course,
Yeah.
you know, if we had smell-o-vision.
Well, I think Emerald Lagasse said that more than anybody.
That's right.
Smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision. That's right. The
Yeah.
smell and aroma that's, you know, just coming from that, just really just. I'm telling you, I'm sure that we're going to have some people standing at the doorways pretty soon.
Yes, we probably will.
I'm sure we
We
will.
probably will.
All right.
But let me put a presentation of them
Okay.
on a plate for you.
All right. Very
So that
good.
way, you know, you guys can enjoy.
All right. Here we have a plate here.
Notice I taking my gloves off to do
Okay.
that.
All right. And I'll hold this for you if you want me to.
All right, sure.
All right. Okay.
And I'm gonna take a little bit of this sauce, put
All
over
right.
the top like that. I know somebody at home probably licking the chops right about
Oh
now.
yeah, look at that. That looks wonderful.
Yes. And of course a little bit of that dressing, that traditional dressing. I'm gonna take that gravy and put over that dressing again.
Oh, okay.
That sauce. That's why I left some of it in there.
Okay. Very good.
And your traditional yams.
Yeah.
Who was that? Justin, you said.
That'd be
Yeah.
good there, right?
Yes, yes.
That'd be good there.
Yes.
All right.
Which will
Okay.
give you some of these green bean casseroles.
Okay. All right. I'll just let you. All right.
Yes. I need a fork.
Yeah, we do.
We may be fighting over this plate.
You know what, Jeffrey? You're the bigger guy. I may let you win that one, okay? But
No,
I'm
you
gonna
make this your show.
All
You're the
right.
guest.
All
I'm
right.
the guest. So
Okay. Let
here
me
you go,
hold
bon
that.
appetit.
All right.
Like I
So
said,
you can put
now
a
put
little
a
of
little
that
bit of that
gravy.
gravy over the top, like so.
All right. Let me just show everybody that what we have here with our turkey breast, our traditional dressing, yams, green beans, and of course we top it off with the all-time favorite, our cranberry sauce there.
Yeah.
And you know what, Jeffrey? I happen to have a fork right here.
Well, good.
I'm gonna try this, and let's see. I'm gonna dig into the dressing first of all there because I love dressing. Let me see. Fantastic, Jeffrey. This is absolutely wonderful. And you
Thank
know
you.
what? We have to do more of this because I love to eat, and I know that you love to cook.
I do.
All
I
right.
do.
Well, look, Jeffrey, I want to thank you very much for coming on the show today. I want to wish you and your family very happy holidays. And if anybody wants to just kind of know a little bit more about some of the things you do, give them a contact number where they can reach you.
Okay, they can reach me at, my number is 706-957-0750. That's JWT Catering.
All right. Jeffrey, thank you so very much for being on City Week this week.
Well, you're welcome. I'm thankful for a lot of stuff, you know. being blessed to have a talented cook.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned as I eat my delicious meal prepared by Jeffrey, and we'll be back for more City Week in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for City Week this week. I want to thank my guests, and I want to thank Jeffrey for preparing and coming on and preparing this wonderful meal. And again, I just want to sample this turkey here because this is just absolutely wonderful, Jeffrey. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, join us for more of City Week.